Today I want to show you how to grow nutritious greens like fava beans and pea sprouts in your kitchen so you can have something nutritious to eat without even having a garden. So stay tuned. Once you grow your sprouts, you need to eat them. Now, I had a dish on Mother's Day at the Getty Center many years ago, and I always remember it was a beautiful side dish. What we're going to do today is make a little recipe with our sprouts. I'm going to use some fresh peach. I'm going to use some fermented garlic, a little olive oil, and whip it up into a nice little side dish. Add some toasted pine nuts. Mwah. So, I'm not going to use all of my fava bean sprouts though. These are the big meaty ones. I am going to save a couple of these for my friend Vanita to grow out in her garden. So let's get started clipping and separating. It's late in the season to be growing cool season vegetables like snap peas, but you can always grow them in your kitchen. Okay, now we have our pea sprouts. I'm going to take 1, 2, that one's still coming along, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to save these 4 to plant out because they're pretty far along. Should be pretty easy to cut them out and put them in a 4-inch pot. Look at all those beautiful roots. So these are going to be off to a great start in her garden. Package this up for transport. Are they beautiful? Fava beans. I remember years ago when I first started Late Bloomer, I was on a plane and I was talking to my seatmate, and they were telling me that their grandmother was this great gardener. She was Italian. And after each season, she would plant fava beans in her garden because fava beans are a legume, and legumes put nutrition into the soil. And she would reboot her garden every season by planting fava beans after the season. So that's something else you could try. Fava beans are huge, by the way. You saw in the opening shots. These beans were given to me by Steve and Rosemary, my new Late Bloomer friends. Look at the size of these things. They're like half the size of a chestnut. Ooh, and I have plenty more where that came from. So I can make more sprouts, make more plants, and fertilize more of my pots. In fact, I was thinking about sticking some fava beans in each one of my pots, my containers outside, and letting them grow at the same time. Okay, let's get started on the dish. First, we'll toast the pine nuts. When you toast pine nuts, you heat the pan with nothing in it, and you just put in your pine nuts and toss them until you smell the oils of the pine nuts coming out. I already smell it. Pine nuts add a wonderful texture to a dish. Okay, we're ready to make our dish, and I did not have fresh garlic. You could also just use fresh garlic in olive oil, but I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of olive oil. I'm going to bring this up on a medium heat. This is a local small batch producer of fermented vegetables. This happens to be fermented garlic. It's already in olive oil, so I am going to add a tablespoon of that, which smells incredible. I'm just going to saute that around for a minute. Mix it in with the existing olive oil. And then I'm going to add my fava bean sprouts. I'm going to do the tougher sprouts first, and I'm going to do it in about 2 to 3 inch pieces. I think you can get these pieces too long, and I don't want anybody to choke. Stir that for a minute, get that coated. Then I'm going to add the pea sprouts. Now I've got this on low. I don't want it to get too hot. As you can see, they're wilted. Let's see if that's tender. That tastes perfect. I am going to turn the heat off. I'm going to add the peaches. These are fresh organic peaches. Toss them just so they start to dissolve a little bit in the heat. They're very fresh. And then, of course, our pine nuts. As you can see, the pea sprouts almost disappear. So you need a lot of them. All right, let's give this a try. Oh, the garlic. Pine nut. Fresh peaches. This is a great way to eat your greens. Thank Thanks so much for watching this channel, liking my videos, and especially sharing them with your friends. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Today I want to show you, let's see. Also, I'm going to If you enjoyed this video, please watch these. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'll see you in the next video.